April 16, 1945. The German fuel dump near the Berlin suburb of Karlshorst has been overrun and is now being used as the main NKVD forward outpost. Unfortunately, at dusk, a German panzer division heading to the front engaged a Russian tank brigade on the outskirts of town. Be advised, the remnants of this battle, including sporadic shelling, are still taking place. Your first goal is to rendezvous with our informant. He will be able to provide you with full intel on the fuel dump's layout, as well as suitable equipment to assist you. One more thing. For this entire operation, you and all our other agents will use the code phrase Eagle Watch to identify each other.
You don't look so good.
Got pinned down by NKVD.
But you've the intel on the fuel dump.
Yes, here's the layout. Main valve and control panel are marked. But there's a problem. The commander left the camp this morning unexpectedly. He won't be back for 4 days with the next fuel shipment train.
Okay, I can wait 4 days.
Wait!
What?
My friend was taken alive. Help me rescue him.
You'd only slow me down. Show me where. And the closest safe place I can leave him. Take it easy, buddy. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Is he alive?
Just about.
It was good of you to get him out. We have food and ammunition. Take whatever you need.
Thanks.
April 17th, 1945. The Resistance need your help to hit 2 NKVD targets almost simultaneously. The first is an ammo dump, which needs to be captured intact to provide them with some much-needed supplies. The second target is a small group of tanks that have been inflicting heavy losses on them over the last few days. Due to the targets' proximity to each other, it will be necessary to hit the tank camp immediately after taking the ammo dump. That way, the crews won't have time to react. Should they do so, they will tip the odds heavily against success.
This is Unit 1. This is Unit 1. Do you read, Unit 2?
We read you, Unit 1. What's your situation? Over.
We have Soviet armor at our position. Require immediate assistance. Over.
Maybe I can flank them.
Understood. Stand by. Eagle Watch is on his way. Nice work, Eagle Watch. We will not forget your help. Fresh orders from HQ. Head over to the Reichstag.
Time to move on.
The war is nearly over. Watch your step, and we'll meet again.
Russian unit must have broken through. Well, at least it will help distract the Germans from noticing me. Right where it should be. Let's see what's been left for me.
Eagle Watch?
Eagle Watch.
General Patton sends his regards. Got a little something for you. With all the latest rifling methods and experimental optics from Zeiss.
Thanks. I'll take any help I can get.
April 19th, 1945. A German Ministry of Science detachment is using the Schinkels Playhouse building in the Gendarmenmarkt Square as a temporary administrative HQ for part of their nuclear program. One of our agents has penetrated their operation and has vital first-hand information we urgently need. Unfortunately, the agent's usual contact, who was arranging his extraction, has not reported in for 3 days and must now be presumed captured or KIA. We need you to cross the enemy lines, infiltrate the square, and assist in the agent's escape. If possible, your first task will be to locate the missing contact, as he will have more detailed knowledge of the situation with regard to formulating any escape plans.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. Couriers move 2 clicks north. Shouldn't take too long to get there. Another good man lost. Looks like some sort of truck route.
April 19th, 1945. The commander at the fuel dump is responsible for organizing radio communications, vehicles, and ordnance for the initial NKVD incursions into Berlin. If you can obtain the radio codebook in his charge, eliminate him, and destroy this facility, it will severely disrupt their plans. Be advised that for this operation we can give you only minimal support. We have precious few OSS agents in Berlin, and only limited help is available from what little survives of the German resistance. Fortunately, the odds are not completely against us. Our latest information confirms that the NKVD is under orders to operate with relatively small numbers in secrecy, and most importantly, without the direct support of the Russian forces. Our sources inform us the NKVD commander is due to arrive shortly by train, and that the radio codebook is usually stored securely in his hut. Unfortunately, this is heavily guarded when he is not present, so the best opportunity will be when he removes it from its secure position just prior to using it. April 21st, 1945. The NKVD planned to ship several important, recently captured German nuclear scientists by train from Anhalter Station to Pankow, a position deep behind Russian lines where they will be beyond our reach. Your task is to delay their departure from Anhalter until an OSS team can arrive to extract them. The OSS team tasked with recovering the scientists is due to arrive at 0200 hours via the Gleisdreieck U-Bahn station. Eliminate the NKVD patrols in the vicinity to ensure the OSS team's safe passage. Once you have secured the U-Bahn area, proceed towards Anhalter Station.
Collect additional men from Gleisstreik U-Bahn unit and proceed to Anhalter Station to reinforce detachment arriving with captured scientist at 0210. NKVD Special Commandos. This is not going to be easy.
Где другой патруль? Они же должны охранять район. Мне это не нравится. Укрытие!
Зеленка, тревога!
Не уверен, но думаю, что наших часовых сняли. Я останусь здесь с арестованными. Вы двое разойдитесь и обыщите местность.
April 22nd, 1945. A secret German facility in Nordzig has become a priority target for the NKVD. While ostensibly a civilian factory, our information indicates that this location is used to store heavy water imported from Norway and to redistribute it to a number of secret research labs. Dr. Max Lohmann, a key nuclear researcher, is known to be working at this location. We therefore need to recover the distribution information intact, deny the Soviets a viable source of heavy water, and capture Dr. Lohmann alive. Given what is at stake, we cannot risk mounting a full raid unless you can infiltrate the facility and secure the situation beforehand. Unfortunately, Nordzig is so deep behind the German lines, your only chance of reaching the plant safely is to enter the U-Bahn rail network at Möckernbrücke station and proceed on foot through the tunnels.
Dr. Lohmann?
Are you going to kill me?
Not unless I have to. I'm OSS. We want to keep you from falling into the wrong hands.
I will be tortured,
You'll be debriefed about your work, but no harm should come to you.
and if I don't agree,
Then you take your chances with the Russians. But I wouldn't recommend it.
you are a very persuasive young man. I will cooperate.
Good. Stay here. Keep your head down. An OSS team will arrive shortly to take you to safety. I need the code to the safe. I'm only gonna ask you once. Eagle Watch team, do you read? The package has been secured. Over.
Support team to Eagle Watch. We are on site. Over.
Are you ready to extract?
We can't move in. Pinned down by NKVD.
I'll see what I can do from the roof. Looking for someone?
Eagle Watch?
Eagle Watch.
I've got some sniper ammo and rations for you, courtesy of Washington.
Just what I need. I was running low.
Got this for you, too. It's based on a Russian Nagant, but the boys at West Point have tuned it up and fitted a new type of scope.
Nice. I'll make every shot count.
April 25th, 1945. The NKVD has hijacked a German convoy, which was carrying a small-scale prototype of a successor to the V-2 rocket motor. The NKVD unit is now lying low in the Schloss, waiting for reinforcement and fuel to transport the prototype to Tempelhof Airport for immediate airlift to Russia. A small OSS force is en route to intercept them, and we need you to assist them. The operation at the Schloss is being coordinated from an NKVD field HQ near Rummelsburg. A two-man OSS unit has managed to jam the HQ's long-range comms, but as a backup, the HQ has a number of motorcycle couriers which they now intend to dispatch. We are sure these couriers will carry orders requesting other enemy units in the sector to assist the group at the Schloss. We need you to infiltrate the area and make sure none of these messengers get through.
Сторожевое подразделение. Подразделение «Шлосс». Обнаружен противник. Повторяю, противник близко. Принято, принято. Придется прорываться. Удерживайте позицию и прикрывайте нас.
Eagle Watch. Route to the train yard at Holsmark has been secured.
That's good to know.
They're moving! They're moving now! Positions! Positions!
Verdammt! No time for anything fancy. Just lay down enough fire to make them stop. Eagle Watch, give us all the cover you can.
Every shot will count.
We'll hit them as they cross the bridge. Remember, don't hit that rear truck. We need the prototype intact.
Отряд поддержки подразделения «Шлосс». У нас Т-34 отряды прикрытия. Расчетное время прибытия 5 минут. Ответьте, ответьте.
We'll need some heavier weapons to deal with the tank. You two, search the escort trucks. They usually carry Panzerschrecks. Hurry!
Watch your six!
In Deckung!
Cover me!
I'll deal with them.
We'll try to stop the tank from here. The bridge on the other side is damaged. It should come this way.
It's not a good place to be. Bad cover.
Don't worry. Eagle Watch will cover us.
I hope he's as good as he says he is.
Заходи спереди!
28th April 1945. With the German forces almost finished, a Soviet noose is rapidly closing on Berlin. Within 24 hours, it will be impossible for the German resistance to keep Dr. Lohmann hidden. You must now assist them with his immediate extraction from the city. We believe your best chance of escape is via Tempelhof Airport. Rendezvous with a German resistance unit holding Dr. Lohmann at the indicated coordinates, then collect your pilot from the Schönberg area on your way to the airport.
We've got the professor. Now we need the pilot, and we're out of here, as you Americans say. It doesn't look good.
That was our pilot.
Yes, and I'm afraid there's no one else to fly us out.
Where will they take him for interrogation?
Not sure, but the locals will know. Why?
Get me all the details you can. I'm gonna intercept them. Let's go!
Please, no. My brother. They're holding him at the camp. We have to save him.
Sorry, my orders are to get Dr. Lohmann out of Berlin. He's more important than your brother.
Nobody's going anywhere without me. And I say we don't leave without him. I know he's alive. I have to believe it.
What's your name?
Thomas.
Okay, Thomas. Tell me everything you know about this camp. Everything. Stefan?
Yeah? Who are you?
A friend of your brother.
Thomas is with you?
He's waiting to meet me. We're headed for the airport. Come on, come with us.
No. I can't leave Berlin. Too many people relying on me here. You go on. have to find another route.
There's no time. This area will be crawling with NKVD within half an hour. Drop me off and I'll deal with them.
You're crazy!
Maybe. But right now we don't have any other options. Wait here until I've dealt with the sentries, then move out and find us a small aircraft.
What about the AA guns?
On my list. Synchronize watches. Give me a few minutes for the sentries, then be ready to taxi out.
You better run like hell.
If I can't make it to you, take off without me.
Von Eisenberg was punctual and made no effort to hide his ugly face. Neither did his Russian contact. I had a clear shot. The slightest pressure on the trigger, and it was good night, Major General. Just a question of choosing my moment. Von Eisenberg was dead. I was committed now. Both the Russians and Germans would know I was in play. 4 to go. The scientists were nowhere to be found, but I kept looking, hoping to find some clue that would lead me to them. Nagant 1891-31. Beautiful. The Russians sure know how to make a sniper rifle.
Mach es schnell.
Mach ich doch immer.
You're hit. Let me take a look.
No time. The rats are coming. You hold them off. I'll be fine.
But I need
Hold
information.
them off. If you don't, we're both dead.
The assault was over. We were safe. For now.
Thank you for the rescue. But I fear that it was a waste of time. Wolf, as a plan, V2 rockets. Tarbin.
Tobin? Where's that?
Not a place.
What is it then? What's Tobin? Answer me! Intel had been wrong about Schweiger. I wondered what else we'd got wrong. Or, more importantly, what else we just didn't know. Like Tobin. What the hell was that? And what was Wolf's plan? They'd left me a Gewehr 43. ZF-4 telescopic sight. 4 times magnification. Nice. No time for a test drive, though. Fritz had spotted me, as I'd known they would. Wasn't much to go on, but it was enough. Tobin was a nerve agent, powerful and lethal. Breathe it, touch it, even look at it, and your body shut down in all sorts of gruesome ways. Wolf was the architect of the plan, a chemical weapons specialist. He was helping the Russians fill the last of Germany's V2 rockets with this stuff. Their target, London. Those cunning red bastards would make it look like Germany's final revenge. Killing Wolf would have to wait. Nothing else mattered now. I had to stop that launch. The room was a mess. The Krauts had gutted it. All the papers were taken or burnt. There had to be something here that could help. It's an old trick, but a good one. Bingo. This had to be Wolf's escape plan. But before I could keep my date with that maniac, I needed to stop the V2 launch. There was nothing here to help me with that. My only chance now was the Ministry building across the square. The map showed all the possible launch sites around Berlin. Only one was still operational and in Russian-occupied territory. That had to be the place. Battle of Berlin ended at 8:23 the next morning, May 2nd, 1945, when Commander General Weidling submitted the surrender of German forces to General Chukov of the Red Army. Within a few days, the war ended, but already a new war was beginning, the Cold War, and I was its first soldier. Most of Europe has been crushed under the Axis boot, forcing an Allied retreat. Their supply lines for food and raw materials are crippled. The Suez Canal is a lifeline, connecting Britain with its empire and Middle Eastern oil, making the war in North Africa crucial. As the British and Axis armies face each other across the Libyan-Egypt border, the front line swings like a pendulum across the western desert. A harsh, unforgiving strip of land between the Mediterranean and the Sahara. Mechanized warfare has come of age. Here, tanks are king. I've arrived in Tobruk off a boat filled with replacements and reinforcements. Young men blindly rushing to their deaths. None of them are comfortable having someone like me around. Suits me fine. Most of them won't make it out of here alive. Rommel was kicked out during Operation Crusader, but Axis forces are once again sweeping across the western desert. The Gazala Gallop began with the Allied retreat, and Rommel is at the city's throat. There's no time for tactics. 35,000 of us have one order. Hold Tobruk.
Snipers! Snipers are needing the wall! We lost Tobruk, but my work had drawn the attention of British naval intelligence. They've been following one of Hitler's protégés sent to Africa, a ruthless advocate of nerve agents in the last war, General Franz Wahlen. Their informant, close to Wahlen, has gone dark, so they want me to investigate. My first port of call is the Gabaroun Oasis, an Axis transport hub. Scout teams and commanders pass through here, along with intel. I have the cover of darkness on my side. There's a few officers in the area, so that's where I'll start my search. I can see plenty of elevation around the lake, perfect to set up my rifle. If Wahlen's been here, there'll be a trail, and I'll find it. Pick through the wreckage to search the corpse. My reward? 2 words. Project Zoika. Project Zoika. That's what the intel on Oasis pointed to. Valen's mysterious mission in Africa. I was supposed to find answers, but left with more questions. My orders are to find out what the informant knows, to fill in the blanks. Problem is, he's being held at a POW camp to the north, and the only way through is Halfaya Pass. I'm hitching a ride with the long-range desert group, but the Germans have dug in with flak 88s and a heavy motor pool. We can't afford a massive firefight. I'll have to take out the guns and help the LRDG push through. The pass is heavily fortified, with plenty of narrow spaces and close-quarter surprises. I'll need to watch my six and pack a couple of mines to cover a quick exit. I suppose they don't call it Hellfire Pass for nothing. I've reached Fort Refugio. Right now, the informant is our only lead. I hope he's alive. The Allies held this place back in '41 during Operation Compass, so I have the basic layout. It sits menacingly on a coastal cliff, unassailable to an army. But a lone soldier should be able to find a quiet way in, once I make it past the searchlight. Even at night, there are plenty of Axis forces around. It will be near suicide to use my rifle before reaching elevated ground. Even so, if I go loud, I'll have to watch for reinforcements. There's a storm approaching. It could prove useful. I'm here to get you out.
There's an officer here, on Valen's staff. He has the key.
I'll be back.
I'm glad to see you again.
We need to get you out of here.
The only way is through the front. But I'm a little the worse for wear.
I can give you cover. Can you walk?
Freedom is a great incentive. Yes, I can walk.
Looks like he's made it out. I should be able to cover him from up here. The truth behind Project Zoika is still out of reach. The informant, Brower, wasn't able to uncover what it was before his capture, but he has a lead. A supply outpost in Siwa, frequented by Valen. We don't know if he'll be there, but the man likes to have everything precisely ordered. Valen will have every detail planned out, scheduled, written down. All I have to do is find it. Brower has been useful. He's given me the locations of Valen's office and the German storehouses. There are also some good sniper positions across the town and rumors of an old smuggler's entrance. It's going to be tight on the ground, but somewhere in this town, I will find what we need.
I'd say that makes us even, old chap. Don't you?
If you say so. Valen's notebook has revealed the location of his personal HQ, an outpost in a mountain pass. Early recon shows a large force stationed here, and the tank wrecks suggest a Tiger division may be operating in the area. Valen must be paranoid about security. After the betrayal in Siwa, it's probably justified. Though it makes the task of infiltrating his HQ and tracking him down a little more challenging. He set up shop in the ruins of an ancient monument dug into the mountain wall. I'll have to move slowly through the open pass. But it looks like my rifle will get plenty of use from the high ridge lines. It'll be a good idea to bring some landmines. Maybe have Brower spot targets for me too. He's a worthy accomplice, with a good eye for trouble. Take the high road. You can spot targets for me.
No going back now.
Getting cold feet?
What? In this heat? Hardly. I can see plenty of work for a sniper.
Good. Brower. Brower?
You were right.
You see? Didn't I tell you?
So Valen's mission in Africa is to develop a super tank, the Rat. It's hard to imagine the destructive power if it's ever deployed. But the tide of the war is turning. The Allies have retaken Tobruk and thinned Valen's supply lines. He's desperate to finish the Rat before he loses favor with Hitler. A combination of that desperation and Allied intel has helped us locate the construction facility. This is the last stop on the way. With the help of the LRDG, I'm to disable this airfield and completely sever Valen's supply route. I'll move in from the west and set up near the south gate. When the LRDG begin their attack, I'll provide covering fire. All hell will break loose when they turn up. It would be smart to take out the communications tower and cut down on reinforcements. Either way, this is going to get loud. This is it. End of the line. The Rat construction facility, dug into the sides of the Mides Canyon. An odd place to build a tank, but the sheer drops will help with hiding bodies. It's time to destroy the Rat and the entire facility. The Reich must not be allowed to build this again. I'll have to take out the production lines on the way through. There are a few good vantage points on the way, too. And then, when that's done, I'll deal with Valen once and for all.
Ah, the desert ghost himself. The man who single-handedly tore through Half-5, stole into Siwa, dueled with a tiger in Kasserine, and crippled our supply lines. I'm an admirer of your work. We are the same. You and I, we are both soldiers. Workers of war. We love our work.
We are not the same.
We are the same. You and I.
Help me!
I am nothing like you. I remember who I kill. Valen is dead, and the rat is destroyed. But the war is far from over. There are plenty of targets worthy of a bullet. Men who need to die. Time to find more work.
My Führer. The war is lost. Surrender is our only option.
The fatherland will not fall! Execute Plan C! This was supposed to protect us!
But, my Führer,
We needed all three of them.
Intel report that the Nazis possess something called the Saga relic. It seems to be the key to controlling the zombie menace. We think we have its location. Awfully sorry, chaps, but we need you to go back into the lion's den.
Now I must unite it with the others in the Führer bunker. I hope I see you. Hold tight, I'm coming to get you. Welcome aboard! Hold on to your hats!
We will be relentless! The fatherland will never fall! The old world is finished. Unite the Commander and reshape history. The human race shall become one perfect species again. All evil has been breaking. It's time for ultimate rebirth. Unlimited, undying. We have reached our perfection.
"1943. A world at war. A world in turmoil. We'd closed the trap on Hitler's North Africa campaign. But what next? Churchill urged an Allied invasion of Italy. Called the Mediterranean the soft underbelly of the crocodile. The Americans took some convincing, but Winston won them over. General Dwight D. Eisenhower, Allied Commander-in-Chief, is masterminding the entire Mediterranean strategy. As for me, I'm headed for San Celini, a secluded island to Italy's southwest. We've been losing ships in the area. British intelligence thinks the Luftwaffe's presence on San Celini might explain why. The Royal Navy dispatched a captured Italian freighter, the Orchidia, to investigate. She was equipped with the very latest radio interception equipment. The intelligence she gathered confirmed our worst fears. The Nazis have a new wonder weapon. Survivors from the destroyed ships have talked about a new kind of missile. Radio-controlled from the plane that launched them, these rockets can track our ships with lethal accuracy. But the Orchidia's purpose was more than just to listen. Her role was to provoke an attack, to witness and record one of the missiles up close, then immediately report her findings, even if that meant making the ultimate sacrifice. Now we need to know what the Nazis are planning, and how we can stop them. A member of the Luftwaffe's top brass is on the island. General Tobias Schmidt. It's no secret Hitler thinks highly of him. Schmidt would never let himself be taken alive, and he'd never betray his beloved Führer. But he might just be carrying some information we can use. My mission? Kill Schmidt. Kill all high-ranking officers. Find out all I can about the new rocket, and get the hell out. Need to make sure those men didn't die in vain. Need to find out all I can about the new rocket. One name kept coming up from San Celini. Andreas Kessler. Genius rocket scientist. Pioneer of guided missile technology. Philanderer. Alcoholic. Committed Nazi. Kessler's specialty was long-range missiles. But SOE thought he couldn't solve the radio control issues. The destruction of the Orchidia suggests we were wrong. Very wrong. There's no doubt the Orchidia was an easy target for a test. But if the Nazis have a controllable long-range missile, it would completely transform the war in their favor. American intelligence, OSS, think Kessler is in Italy, probably under the protection of a brutal Nazi general called Heinz Boehm. I've been dispatched to the coastal town of Batanti to meet our OSS contact. With the invasion of Sicily imminent, it's crucial we find out what the Nazis are up to.
Red Fox calling Mother Hen. Red Fox calling Mother Hen.
Receiving you, Red Fox. American observation plane has spotted relay tower on outskirts of town. Neutralize mobile radio operator before he can summon reinforcements. Also, deal with the sniper. Out.
Red Fox out.
Lieutenant Carl Fairburn. Nice job on San Celini, especially given the circumstances.
A lot of brave men died on the Orchidia. We need to make sure their sacrifice was worth it. We need to find Kessler.
Yep, they told me you were a to-the-point kind of guy. I'm Jack Weaver, by the way. OSS appreciates the necessity for urgency, Carl, but we have to be a little careful here. What do you know about Heinz Boehm?
The Butcher of Bologna.
Yeah, Boehm is a sadistic bastard, a slippery one too. We still don't know what he looks like. Oh, his handiwork, though, well, it's everywhere. We think he's the one handling Kessler.
Find Bohm, find Kessler, I get it.
Your people think the best bet is to reach out to the local resistance. Given our past experience with the partisans, we think it might be a little difficult, but we're willing to give it another try.
I need a name and a location.
The leader is a woman by the name of Sophia DeRocco. They call her the Angel. You'll find her in the town.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Carl, listen to me. The Nazis have been conducting a rastrellamento. They've been sweeping up the town, rounding up partisans, and chances are the executions have already begun.
Do you know where they are?
Your guess is as good as mine. Partisans have an HQ. You find that, might be some help.
I'm on it.
Carl, this place, it's a tinderbox. You just need to find something to start the fire.
Hey, you don't sound too well.
You must be Lieutenant Fairburn. I've been told to take you to our leader, Sophia. We call her the Angel.
I'll make my own way.
The fascists have conducted a rastrellamento. They've gone through the town, taking our people. The Angel is planning a rescue.
She sounds like a brave woman.
You know about Commando Bethel.
Fuhrer can issue whatever orders he likes.
You're a commando. It means they will shoot you on sight rather than take you prisoner. This doesn't scare you.
Occupational hazard.
It's good death doesn't frighten you. This place has seen a lot of it. Just look in the graveyard. The dead might tell you more than the living.
Saved us.
What are you waiting for? Let's go talk.
The sniper. My name is Lucio.
Yeah, Lucio from the ruined castle. The Angel got there in the nick of time.
Yeah, she saved us. She's an angel of mercy, huh?
Judging by the number of dead fascists, I'd say more like the Angel of Vengeance.
Maybe, but she only kills evil men, huh?
And what about you? You only kill evil men?
But of course.
You did well to find me at the castle.
So it was a test. To see if I'm committed to your cause.
Our people were about to be executed. Past experience suggests we can't always rely upon the Allies. Is that what you want? A test?
Try me.
Very well. There is a railway gun parked on the viaduct. It's killed many of our people. If the Allies come this way, it'll kill many of your people too.
There must be a reason you haven't taken it out yourselves.
Consider it a challenge, Fairburn.
Red Fox calling Mother Hen. Red Fox calling Mother Hen.
Receiving you, Red Fox. American observation aircraft crashed over Regolino. Design is top secret. Vital you find pilot and recover aerial footage. Also, destroy plane wreckage. Out.
Red Fox out.
back on the partisans, Carl. OSS is mighty pleased. And what with that? And Sicily?
Heard Operation Husky went pretty smoothly for you guys. Also heard Eisenhower has bigger plans. A mainland invasion.
Reich always has bigger plans, Carl. The point is that we've poked the hornet's nest. Things are stirring.
What things? This from your informant?
Dorfman? No, not this time. This is straight from our boys in aerial reconnaissance. There's a dockyard down the coast from here. The Germans are moving some.
Any idea what that something might be?
There's a lot of security, so whatever it is, it's gonna be darn valuable.
Which is where I come in, huh?
Got it in one, my friend. We need specifics. What it is, where it's moving.
And then what? Sounds like the Germans have got themselves a big operation.
Husky means we've got some bombers in the area. Now, once you do, but you gotta, well, why don't you just give them flyboys a nod?
Red Fox calling Mother Hen. Red Fox calling Mother Hen.
Receiving you, Red Fox. Footage recovered from crashed observation plane shows multiple quantities of weapons being transferred to the Reno dockyard. Find that armory. Out.
Red Fox out. Something on your mind?
A man called La Terza, the harbor master.
Friend of yours?
A more venal, corrupt individual you could not hope to meet, except, of course, for that bastard, Bum.
Not a friend, then.
He's a traitor. Many of our people he sent to their deaths. Someone should, make an example of him.
Is that so? Does the Angel know how bad it is?
She's our leader. She has other concerns. Without her, we're nothing.
I get the feeling she doubts herself.
She stepped in when Böhm's people snatched their father. He was an extraordinary man.
He casts a long shadow, I understand.
She's a worthy successor to her father. If only she knew that.
So Böhm's people took him.
No one ever saw a body.
That's gotta be hard on her.
It's not just that, Carl. OSS knew her father had been taken. But he wasn't classified, a strategic asset. So they did nothing to help him. Nothing.
Fearsome looking blade.
It was my father's.
Was?
Böhm's people took him in the dead of night. There's been no word. Nothing. Ever since.
I'm sorry.
There is a quotation from a poet. A mighty flame follows a tiny spark. My father was the spark. That's why they followed him.
The partisans? I didn't realize.
He was my father, and their leader.
It's a tough act to follow.
Yes, it is. But unless I find a body, I won't stop hoping. Hope is what carries us through. Feeling good about your little victory at the viaduct?
Did as you asked.
Thank you for that, Lieutenant. But the partisans are hanging by a thread. We need ammo, fuel, medicine. Madre Madonna, we need a medicine.
Typhus?
It's sweeping Alagra. Some of our people are already showing signs of infection. We know the Nazis are transporting vaccines via the dockyard. If you could find out where it is...
See what I can do. condition at the dockyard proves it. Production of Kessler's missiles must be in full swing. The components I found couldn't have been for any other purpose. Sure, we wrecked the operation. But how many of these components have already been shipped to Alagra? How close are the Nazis to mass production of the new missile? One thing's for certain. The Mafia were the ones disrupting the operation at the dockyard. It's a connection OSS are keen to exploit, especially given Mafia involvement in Operation Husky, in which the Allies took Sicily. Weaver wants me to meet Salvatore Danelli, an infamous mob kingpin. He thinks I can convince him to work with the Allies and the partisans. But everything comes at a price.
Ah, a 1913 bottle of Montenasta. Giorno felice.
Signor Danelli?
Call me Salvatore. It will suffice. Are we not friends, you and I?
We have mutual enemies. We'd like to help you dispose of them.
I would like that too, my friend. You can begin with Piero Capo, the leader of the Black Brigade. The man is a barbarian.
Is that so?
The monastery is full of artworks, paintings, sculptures, beautiful works. I have it on good authority that Capo plans to remove those works.
To sell?
But of course, such treasures would fetch a great sum on the black market. If we knew how he plans to move them, then we could do something about it.
Of course.
If we are to truly call ourselves friends, Capo will have to be dealt with. We understand each other, huh?
Sure. I understand.
Good. Capo wears a rosary given to him by his mother. He's never parted from it. Bring it to me, and I will know you have done your job.
Those anti-tank guns will decimate the Allies if we come this way.
You think that's likely?
Well, the Germans seem to think so. It's quiet now, but they've been firing on and off for the best part of a week. Could start up at any moment. Better neutralize them, Carl.
Danelli is jubilant with confirmation that Piero Capo has been neutralized. He's been as good as his word, and offered his full support. Guess for him it's a matter of honor, not that the partisans necessarily want Danelli's help. Many in the resistance have as much reason to despise the Mafia as they do the fascists. Weaver's informant has contacted him again. Major Hans Dorfman, one of Boehm's top men. His adjutant, no less. This time he says he has information he must deliver in person. Says he knows where Kessler is.
Ah, the SOE commando. I should shoot you. Berlin would hail me as a big war hero.
Something tells me you're not interested in medals. Where's Andreas Kessler? We need him alive.
Oh, Kessler is up at the coastal facility in Magazzino, buried with his books and booze.
Why should I trust you? Why would anyone trust a traitor?
Well, if one knows, my intelligence is good. Was I not correct about the ammunition haul? Yes, a viaduct, no?
Small fry.
Listen, Lieutenant, the war is becoming unpredictable. If the Allies push through...
I get it. You're just hedging your bets.
All I ask is you remember me, if and when the time comes, Lieutenant.
Denelli not trust me?
You're our friend now, Carl. Signor Dinelli just wants to make sure you're safe.
I nailed Piero Capo for him. I've done my part. You need to do yours. Help us. Help the partisans.
Perhaps, information would convince you of our good intentions?
Try me.
Components from the dockyard. They were transported here.
Interesting. Why?
Who knows? Perhaps the Germans are hiding something. We are friends now, huh?
Sure we are. Red Fox calling Mother Hen. Red Fox calling Mother Hen.
Receiving you, Red Fox. Magazzino Coastal Facility unusually successful at sinking Allied shipping. Neutralize naval guns and radar technology. Out.
Red Fox out.
Carl, things are hotting up.
Kessler.
Not just Kessler. The coastal facility at Magazzino is a key code-breaking center. Let's find out how much Bohm's people know about the Allied plan, right?
I'll see what I can do. What else?
Well, Denelli's as good as his word. He's got information for us.
What is it?
Bohm has a confidant. Goes by the name of Major Klaus Rothbauer. Those two have been in communication regularly.
You think he knows Bohm's plans?
Racing certainty, my friend.
Let's go get him.
Whoa, muchacho! Rothbauer's mansion is heavily fortified. Even for you, it would be impossible, Carl. No, for now, let's focus on the coastal facility as our priority.
Wakey, wakey. Watch yourself, Professor.
You're just a little girl, playing at being an adult. What could you possibly do to hurt me?
I was a nurse. Did you know that? Before all these started. Which means I know exactly how to hurt you. Do you understand me, little man?
Meine Liebe, you cannot kill me. Tell her.
He's right, Sophia. Give me the knife.
Do you know how he builds his precious rockets? How many slave laborers died to make those missiles fly?
We need him. Just like we need Denelli.
This man is a Nazi scum! Dinelli is a mass murdering criminal!
We need him! Both of them!
You might. Not us. We're better than that.
You know what? I will tell you something, meine Liebe, about your precious father.
My father. What do you know? Tell me what you know!
The others must leave.
Okay. But Giancarlo stays.
Think they're safe together?
Why do you think I took the blade?
Better find out what he told her. Sophia!
Carl, the partisans have done us a huge favor.
What do you mean?
Well, Kessler, he told Sophia her father's still alive and being held at an interrogation block somewhere in Giovi Fiorini.
Rothbauer.
You got it. This is the distraction we needed. We know Rothbauer and Bohm met about a week ago. Rothbauer is, Bohm's confidant.
In my opinion, high-up Nazis don't talk. They'd rather swallow cyanide.
Rothbauer's just a pawn. See, what we need is evidence of Bohm's plan.
What's happened?
She's taken the others. All of them. There's an interrogation block 10 miles from here.
Because of what Kessler said to her.
Her father, Karl. Kessler says her father is still alive.
Where is this place?
At Giovi Fiorini. To the northeast of here. Karl, the things they did to our people in that place. You cannot imagine.
Why did she trust Kessler?
The details. He knew too much about her father's kidnapping, Karl. Plus...
What?
Sophia doesn't trust you. Or Weaver. She thinks you betrayed her, like the OSS betrayed their father.
By not preventing the kidnapping part? By not attempting to rescue?
Exactly.
That's quite a stench.
Is that your interrogation technique? You don't have to be a genius to know who's going to win this war.
You're, quite sure yourself, aren't you?
Why wouldn't I be? I'm unique. I'm of equal value to either side in this conflict. As such, I cannot be harmed.
There's something you're not telling us.
How perceptive of you, Lieutenant. I'm dying. My liver is, kaput. I'll be lucky to see Christmas, let alone the end of the war.
Expect me to feel sorry for you?
I expect you to realize why it was so easy to kidnap me.
Sophia's father
died many months ago.
You set us up. Dorfman set us up.
All that effort, and I'm of no use to you or the fatherland. I am, what's the expression? A busted flush.
Red Fox calling Mother Hen. Red Fox calling Mother Hen.
Receiving you, Red Fox. Intercept and destroy truck carrying enemy propaganda. Out.
Red Fox. Out. Giovi Fiorini. The town's name will be forever associated with the massacre of the Allegron partisans. They fought bravely by all accounts, but stood no chance against the Nazi war machine. How could they? They'd walked directly into a trap. I couldn't find Sophia, the angel, amidst the carnage. But then many of the bodies were burnt beyond recognition. The partisans hadn't died in vain, though. Their sacrifice meant we'd been able to grab the intelligence we needed. Bohm knows about Operation Avalanche, the Allied plan to invade mainland Italy. If the fleet is attacked, the results will be catastrophic. The Nazis' grip on Europe will become ever tighter, squeezing the life from her. And there's something else. Something vital. USS Ancon is the command ship for Operation Avalanche. Which means the primary target is the Allied Commander-in-Chief. Bohm is going to kill General Eisenhower. The strike will be launched from a Nazi base in the mountains of Alagra. With the partisans wiped out, Denelli's mobsters are the only people capable of guaranteeing my safe passage through the mountains.
Weaver is setting up a bombing run, but it's up to me to call it in. Maybe I can grab some intel on the Germans' plans for their new toys, as well as making sure nothing can be salvaged. In the end, it comes down to this. I have to stop those missiles. Mother Hen, this is Red Fox. Send your regards. I repeat, send your regards to Allegra.
All I wanted was the angel. I didn't know the partisans would follow her to their deaths.
They followed her because she gave them hope. They died heroes.
Hope, in reality, is the worst of all evils, because it prolongs the torments of man. Friedrich Nietzsche.
General Bohm, I presume.
The worst terrors are shapeless, formless. If no one knows who I am, I can be whoever I need to be. I can manipulate. I can avoid detection if need be. I could be a man. Or a monster.
Dorfman or Bohm.
Yeah, exactly.
We have Kessler, and the production facilities are wrecked.
Kessler will be dead before he's any use to the Allies. And as for your little, mischief in the production facility, well, it's just too late. Yeah, I'm going to start with the USS Lincoln. The illustrious General Eisenhower. I'll take the Allied fleet, ship by ship. Operation Avalanche will be extinguished before it's even begun. See, if only this was enough. But, it's not. Bring her in here!
I failed, Carl. I failed them all. I failed my father.
Yeah. See, there is no hope here. No, not anymore. We're going to torture her. Yeah. And, you're going to watch. Lieutenant.
All it takes is a spark.
General! Der Flieger!
Spark, a burst of flame. Time to go. The fleet, including Eisenhower's command ship, Ancon, was saved. Avalanche happened as planned. The U.S. 5th Army and British 8th fighting their way up the Italian mainland. The Angel was dead, but the spark she ignited spread like wildfire, clearing the way for the Allies. But the path to Rome would be treacherous, and it'd be another year before we broke through the Gothic line, the Germans' main line of defense.
They did it without us, the townsfolk. Pushed them out before the Fifth Army even got here.
All it took was a spark.
Talking of which, I hope 617 Squadron didn't singe your limey ass.
Let's just say it was a little tight. I thought you were giving me a bit more leeway.
Carl, you and I are utterly expendable. You know that.
Not like your man there.
The professor hasn't got long left. Trust me, though, we'll squeeze what we can out of him. More to the point, what about you, Carl? What's you gonna do? The man who saved Ike Eisenhower. Woo-wee! OSS could sure use someone with your talents.
That sounds like a job offer.
Doesn't it, though?
I'll think about it.
Sure thing. Don't think about it too long. We got a war to win.
Damn right.